I'm a Wing King in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I'm gonna be taking on the HELLLL Wings. So I'm with Brian, the owner of Wing King, and he's got these HELLLL Wings that I'm going to see how far. The challenge is, how is it 12 wings and how long?
In 20 minutes.
12 wings in 20 minutes. I don't know if I'm gonna actually be able to take down all 12 wings in 20 minutes. We'll see how many I'm gonna do.
If you do, what do you win?
100 free wings delivered to your house the day of the Super Bowl. If you live in Las Vegas.
That's exciting, right?
We're coming here with no bullshit.
So tell me about these wings. What are they made with?
They are made with the blood of Satan, really. They have a little Carolina Reaper, a little ghost pepper, a little scorpion. But it's the way they're grown, the soil they're grown in, and the Scoville units goes through the roof. Anyway, they're like 9 million Scoville units.
What? Interesting. Good.
And to put that in perspective, ghost pepper's about 1 million Scoville units.
So, nice. I've had ghost peppers, I've had fresh Carolina Reapers, I've had ghost peach peppers. I think this is gonna be the hottest thing that I've ever eaten. So I came here to just try one of these wings, and now I have 12 of them sitting in front of me.
Oh, they peer pressured him.
I've been peer pressured to hell.
It went from 1 wing to 2 wings to 12.
So we'll see how far I actually make it in this.
You know what? I appreciate that you came out without going, dude, I eat hot shit all the time. I got this. It's no problem. At least Brian's like ready. He's like, I'm gonna do my best. I think I got it. Maybe. You're like 5, 4, 3.
What you're about to watch led to the worst day of my entire life and 30 hours of excruciating pain. Feel free to go ahead and watch me ruin my life.
Here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They do take a little bit to kick in. So just because Brian looks cool, calm, and collected now, it won't last very long.
He's definitely not talking about this, Brian.
A common question Brian gets is, how many have you eaten?
None.
He's smart.
I have common sense, yeah, and just not my thing. Some people love the burn. Did you?
No. I'll never eat these again.
Can I drink stuff?
Nope.
Absolutely not. That would be completely against the rules. But watching you, I'm parched.
What? We got 2 down.
Yeah, he's got 2 down.
Man. It's good.
10 more to go.
Are you shaking?
Oh yeah.
Look at Brian's hands trembling.
Yes, yes. They're pretty warm there, Brian? Yeah.
The most casual.
You do have the coolest name on earth.
You are officially...
That's 3 down.
You've eaten more than any friend I have that lived.
Seriously.
Look at this hand.
Yes, man.
Oh my god.
You got this, dude. Thank you. You got this. Start swallowing.
That's what he said.
He's used to it.
Usually we'd have him talking during this, but I feel like
4 down.
he's really serious.
You got this, BA?
Dude.
Is there a napkin?
No napkins in the challenge. That's up to him.
It's for me.
Handle it. He's crying. I got tears. I got little tears.
Wow. What number is this?
He has 4 down. He's on number 5, dude. Your piece.
Everyone's faces behind the camera is like, you feel like you're gonna make it the whole way?
No.
6 down.
No.
At least he's honest about it.
7 more to go. Come on.
Not on me.
Gotta hurry.
Yes.
Power through it.
You got a bucket. Ready? Got it.
Let's put it on his.
It's like a normal thing now.
Look at his beard dyeing red.
I've never seen you this miserable.
I'm out.
He's done.
I'm out.
You know what?
And here's our look in the camera. Is that the hottest thing you ever put in your mouth?
This is by far the hottest thing I've ever eaten.
So you asked me earlier,
Another
on a
soul
scale of
devoured.
1 to 10, what would you say if someone asks you now? 1 to 10.
This is like a 15.
Get him something.
All right, let's give Brian a 1.
Does it feel like Satan's devouring your soul right now?
Yeah.
I've never seen Brian do a video and be this quiet.
He couldn't even talk. I was thinking about doing this with him, not like what he just did, but I was like, oh, have a bite just to, because I haven't tried this in a while. And I'm glad I didn't because I'm about to eat food and actually enjoy it. He's probably gonna suck all night.
Well, to recap, that's one of the gnarliest things I've ever even attempted to take on. It's been like 15 minutes and I'm just absolutely obliterated by that.
He's not in a good spot.
I am in a terrible, terrible place.
I 2 years ago did this, just like a little sample of it, and this is way hotter. They've upgraded the wings, and this sucks. I tried it tonight, like just a little bit.
It's very bad.
Yeah, it's not fun.
It's not fun at all. This is the first, well, I'm taking a ton of like official challenges. This is the first one I've failed so far.
You have it on your eyebrow. You need to go like take a bath in the bathroom.
What followed next after this was by far the worst day of my entire life. So we left, we ate dinner. I didn't really eat anything. They completely fried off my taste buds. It was the most interesting, it was kind of weird.
You had like a bite of pizza.
I had a bite of pizza, but the crust somehow tasted like water and there was sausage on it and the sausage turned into an ice cube. So that was just how my flavor profiles were working.
That sounds like something you needed at the time then, so that's good.
I felt kind of weird when I was leaving. I had Andy drive our rental car. We were on a skateboarding trip in Las Vegas. And I went to the hotel room and I was pretty tired. So I laid down, I took a nap about 45 minutes. And I woke up with the most excruciating stomach pain that I've ever been in my life. And I understand what the cramps are like with your stomach when you eat like super hot peppers. Like I got it with the Carolina Reaper. I got it with some hot sauces. I'm familiar with these stomach cramps. But this was on a whole different level. They continued. And in all, these stomach cramps lasted 30 hours.
It was rough. You looked like a zombie.
It was unreal. So the procedure would go, I was calling, what was I calling them? Episodes? I would call them an episode. And I would start sweating profusely from my entire body. I'd sweat through whatever clothing that I had on. And then since I was sweating, I would get cold in our hotel room. I even turned the heat up at this point.
That sucked.
I turned the heat up to try to combat this. I would get cold.
I sweated while I was sleeping through the night because of you.
And I would go into like a hypothermic shake, basically, in our hotel room until I could calm myself down and put more clothing back on.
You would like walk over to the sink and just stare at it too.
Yeah,
Why?
I would the bed like you had to like try to not move your intestines as much as possible. So I would just sit over the sink with a towel over my eyes and just try to rest there and not move and wait for the pain to go away. So it felt like it's like the unbelievable spiciness to have in your mouth, but in your stomach. And what happened was like every 20 minutes, as the pepper would be moving through my intestines as I was digesting it would hit another part of my intestines and reignite that. But I suspect these chicken wings were made with a very high level of capsaicin extract.
There you go.
Which you just can't get it out of your body. And the level of capsaicin that I had in my body, it basically entered my bloodstream at that point. And even when I would pee, I was peeing fire the entire time too.
Literal flames.
Yeah. So for over a day, every time I'd pee, I'd be peeing fire. What's up, buddy? Earl's gonna help us out on this apparently. Yeah. The mistakes I made was I should have thrown up the peppers, or I should have thrown up the chicken wings. I thought that
would have been terrible.
It would have been horrible, but in retrospect, it would have been so much better to do that. But no, I was like, I'm going to go the road on this. At that first night, I thought that I was going to go to the hospital. I really thought I would. If I would have been in Cincinnati,
that's the first thing I said.
I probably would have gone to the hospital if I was in Cincinnati, but I didn't physically think I could make it.
Yeah.
From our hotel room through a casino to an Uber or to a car that would drive me.
I woke up and you were still in the bathroom. Like I woke up periodically the first night. I'd look over and the light, you'd be draining light into the room. Thanks. And you'd just be doing that hunch over the thing. And I was like, wow, he really hasn't slept. So when I woke up for the day, you were doing that, and I walk in and I was like, do we need to go to the hospital? I didn't even say good morning.
Yes, I was like, I didn't know. But I didn't, at that point, it was so into my system, I didn't know what they could do for me. It wasn't my stomach anymore. It's like, it's now being digested and moving through my system. And so the last sort of like 6-7 hours of it, I would have one of my episodes, but I could just kind of like, I didn't have to get up to go to the bathroom, to stand there by the sink. I could kind of be on the couch, and I could kind of ride it out.
Yeah, eventually you ended up on the couch for long periods of time, and you turned into like a... You kind of look like a Scarface situation, sitting in a bathrobe. You had a bathrobe, and then you had the blanket. It looked like you were wearing like the ultimate dude bathrobe wedding dress situation. Then you were just like telling your people to go make deals across the city, and they were listening.
It was horrible. At this point, if you can follow me here, I needed to get this out of my system in some way, and puking was not going to happen. After I had my the super painful episode, I was like, I have to get this out of my body. And I was kind of trying to avoid doing something like this. I'm like, Andy, you need to bring me like a laxative or something so I can finally just get this out of me. And so
I was your errand boy.
He really was.
Every time I came back,
he was bringing me coffee. Anything with a base or cream in it to like help me move things along, if you know what I'm saying. Well, he brought me like a laxative, took 2 of these little tiny pills, and the second that I took them, basically, is like, I think it like started to move things along, like is enough, and the cramps had gone away at that point. So I was able to get about 3 hours of sleep. I woke up the next morning, took care of what needed to be taken care of, and I will never eat those chicken wings again. I mean, honestly, at this point, I am absolutely horrified of anything that has capsaicin extract in it.
So I did this challenge like a few years ago, but I just used like a French fry and I dipped it in to like get a decent amount of sauce, and that was tough. And that, you know, that was, these days I probably could have done that just fine, but they upped the ante. They did something different. So after he was done eating them, I just put my finger on it and then put it on my tongue, and it was immediate heat. The only thing that I've experienced that was that hot in my mouth was those peach peppers.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the peach ghost or those wings are probably the 2 hottest things that I've ever eaten. The thing that stopped me on this challenge from physically stopping it was not necessarily the heat, other than the heat was unbelievably bad. But heat is something that you can...
It just goes away.
I mean,
your mouth is going to be fine in
when
like
you're dying
10,
of
15
heat,
minutes.
You can deal with it. Like, you just ignore it and just do it. But you can see in the video that the hard part I was having is I was having a hard time physically swallowing it. Like, I was
your body knew it was happening.
It was trying to throw it up, basically, as it was happening. So I didn't want to puke all over the table, because I had like a crowd of people watching me do this, and I did not want to throw up. But the Wing King...
The other stuff is good.
The other food that they had there was fantastic, and he did I think.
From what you hear.
From what I heard. But he did what he aimed to do. He made the hottest damn wings on the planet.
Yeah,
like, I don't really think there's more you could do, and he's an awesome dude. So yeah, the wings that I ate were... he clocked them at 9 million Scoville, which, if that is true, that is clearly by far the hottest thing that I've ever eaten. I think it just really came down to the amount of capsaicin extract that I put in my body, and it was just a crazy amount. So anyways, that is the stupidest thing I've ever done. It led to literally the worst day of my entire life.
Literally changed your life.
Yes, the worst day of my entire life. 30 hours of sheer pain every 20 minutes, the worst stomach cramps you've ever felt. Just horrible. But thank you for checking that out and following me on my horrible journey. I will not be doing that one again. Thank you guys for checking this out. Thank you for helping me on this. I will not be doing that again, but I'll be doing other things. I'll see you guys next time.
Oh, I was gonna...
Hey, this is Brian Ames. Please click the subscribe button that you see right there, and you'll subscribe to my videos. From now on, I'm going to be eating a lot of peppers. It's going to, oh man, it's going to be great. Bye.